Hello everybody, welcome to Tubi. Today we will be doing quadratic equation. So 5 ways of solving quadratic equations today we will be doing. So let's get started. So this is a general view of quadratic equations. So quadratic equation is written in the form of a parabola in a graph. So a parabola is a U-shaped graph and its a general form is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to y. So that's the generalized form of a quadratic polynomial. So to find the zero of this polynomial, you should equate y to 0 and you can find these two markings which I have made in red. These are the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. So when we find the answer for a quadratic equation, we equate the whole equation to 0 and find the roots which are the zeros. The roots can either be complex or real. So quadratic equation always has two roots and it can be complex or it can be real. So real roots is when the graph is touching the x-axis. So here these two are the real roots. For example, if we take another graph doesn't touch the x-axis like this, then it has no real roots. It has only complex roots. Complex numbers are numbers which have this number I. So I is equal to square root of -1. So the graphs which do not touch the x-axis, they will have complex roots. So first method which we will do is using factorization. So first equate the whole equation to 0 in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. This should be done in every method. Next, check if you can just factor out a variable. You can do it if the c is equal to 0. If not, split the middle term b such that it adds up to this term. So when you're splitting it, it should add up to this term and a into c should be equal to the splitting of the b terms product. Then group the common factors in the first and the last two terms. Then write the factors as a common term and the remaining expression. Now you have written in a form of two linear equations. So one quadratic equation can be written in the form of the product of two linear equations. Now find x in both the equations respectively and you will get the two roots for the equation. So let's take an example, it will become much better and clearer. So here it's 5x square minus 6 is equal to 13. So what we do is we get it in our standard form, becomes 5x square minus 13x minus 6 equal to 0. So as you know, it's in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now we know that the last term is not equal to 0, so we cannot directly take out a common factor. So what we do is we split the middle term, which is 13x. So we should split it in such a way that it adds up to 13. So it adds up to 13. And the product is equal to minus 6 into 5, which is minus 30. So which number can we take? So 5x square minus 6 is equal to 13x. So let's get it into our standard form and it becomes 5x square minus 13x minus 6 is equal to 0. So now the middle term is 13. So we should split the middle term minus 13 because the c term, which is minus 6, is not equal to 0. So it should split minus 13 in such a way that it adds up to minus 13 and sum is equal to minus 13 and product equal to minus 30. So which two numbers are there like this? Let us check. So here we can take minus 15 plus 2. So minus 15 and 2. So minus 15 plus 2 equal to minus 13. Minus 15 into 2 is equal to minus 30. 2 is equal to minus 30. So 15 minus 15 and 2 are our two terms. So let us write it as 5x squared minus 15x plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we take common in the first two terms. We can take 5x common and we can keep x minus 3. Then we can take 2 common and keep x minus 3 equal to 0. So now x minus 3, x minus 3 we have common. We can take x minus 3, 5x plus 2. 5x plus 2, x minus 3. So these are our two factors which will be equal to 0. So then the two roots of the equation will be x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 3, or 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x will be equal to minus 2 by 5. So these two are our two answers for this question. So one more example let us take. So let us bring into standard form 4x squared plus 10x plus. So in this case, sum should be 10, product should be 24. So we can split 10 into 4 plus 6. So it becomes 4x squared plus 4x plus 6x plus 6 is equal to 0. Next what we can do is we can take 4x common, and it becomes 4x into x plus 1. Here we can take 6 common, 6 into x plus 1 equal to 0. So now we can combine 4x plus 6 and x plus 1. So it becomes 4x plus 6 x plus 1 equal to 0. So now we have the two factors and we can equate each of them to 0. So 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 6 by 4. So x is equal to minus 3 by 2. This is one of the answers. The other answer is x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 is one answer and minus 3 by 2 is another answer. So next we can use quadratic formula. So we should write the equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c here also. Then we should substitute the values of a, b and c inside this formula. And for one of the roots use plus here and for the other use minus here in this. And b square minus 4ac is called as the discriminant and the nature of the root depends on it. That means the discriminant is positive, the roots are real, and if discriminant is negative, the roots are complex. So let us take this example. 3x square plus 10 is equal to 7x. So let us find the values of a, b and c here. So let us put it in the standard form as 3x squared minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. So in this case, a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 7, c is equal to 10. So first let's find out the discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac. b square is minus 7 square, which is equal to 49, and 4ac is equal to 4 into 3, which is 12. 12 into 10 is 120. So 49 minus 120, that is our discriminant. So minus 71 is our discriminant. So as you know, this answer is negative, so that means both the roots will be complex roots. It will not be real roots in this case. So in the quadratic formula, it was like minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So when you have this formula, you know that discriminant is a negative minus 71. And let us find value of minus b. So minus b, so this is one part, and minus b is equal to minus of minus 7, which is 7 plus 7, and 2a. So 2a, let us find out the value. 2 into 3 equal to 6. We have found out all the values of our components in the quadratic formula, and now let's substitute. We get our answers as 7 plus of minus 71 whole by 6. So this is one of our answers. So we can rewrite of minus 71 as 71 I. I is the square root of minus 1. And the other answer will be 7 minus root 71 I by 6. So these two will be our two answers for the quadratic equation. So let us take another example. So here also we should get it to our standard form. So what we can do is we can take a common denominator on the left side. So becomes 2x squared, multiply x here and divide by x. So 2x squared plus 7 whole by x is equal to 12. So transpose the x that side, it becomes 2x squared plus 7 is equal to 12x. Now get it in our standard form, it becomes 2x squared minus 12x plus 7 is equal to 0. So this is in our standard form. So let's take the values of a, b and c. So first let's write the quadratic equation. Minus b plus or minus square root of square minus 4ac whole by 2a. So let us take the values of a, b, c here. So a is equal to b is equal to minus 12, e is equal to 7. So let us take b square. So minus 12 square is equal to 144. So discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. So 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into 7 is 56. So 144 minus 56, which is 88. So this is a positive, that means both our roots will be real numbers. So 88 is b square minus 4ac, and minus b is equal to minus of minus 12, which is plus 12, and 2a is equal to 2 into 2, which is 4. So now we can just substitute the values. It becomes 12 plus square root of 88 by 4 and 12 minus square root of 88 by 4. So let us take these values and check it out in a calculator. So 12 plus root 88 by 4 is approximately equal to 5.45. Then 12 minus 88 by 4 is approximately equal to 0.647. So here we have our two answers. The two roots of this equation is 5.345 and 0.647. So next method is the mean of the roots method. So what we will do in this method is we take a graph of a quadratic function. It will look something like this. So here will be one of the roots and here will be the other root. So in this method what we take is we take the average of the roots, and that will be somewhere here. So this will be the average of the roots, and we take this distance and multiply, and then we get the answer. So let us check how. So first we write the equation in the general form, then we divide the whole equation by a, taking out the coefficient from x square. Then the mean of the roots will be minus b by 2a, and the two roots will be m plus d and m minus d. So we multiply m plus d and m minus d and use the identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b, and get m square minus d square is equal to c by a. So here two things which you should know is the sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a, and the product of the roots is c by a. So now we get this equation, we substitute the values and get. So let us take an example to get a clearer view. So 2x square is equal to 14x minus 20. So let us get it to our general forms. So here it becomes 2x square minus 14x plus 20 is equal to 0. So next what we do is we divide the whole equation by 2. So when we divide the whole equation by 2, it becomes x square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. So this is our new form of the equation. So next what we do is we take the average of the roots. So we know that the sum of the roots will be minus b by a. In this a we have already divided, so minus b will be the sum of the roots. So here minus 7 is there, so minus of minus 7 is plus 7. So plus 7, and to take the average you divide by 2. So minus of minus 7 by 2 will be the average of the roots. So average of the root equal to 7 by 2, and then what to do is to write it in form as 7 by 2 plus d into 7 by 2 minus d is equal to the product of the roots. So if you take a quadratic function like this, if this is the mean of the root, 7 by 2 minus d, and this is 7 by 2 plus d, so you'll get the two roots here and here with 7 by 2 plus distance d. So d is the distance from the average till the root. So 7 by 2 plus d, 7 by 2 minus d, you will get the two roots. So 7 by 2 plus d into 7 by 2 minus d is equal to c. So in this case 10. So that is one more thing which one is the sum of the roots is equal to minus b, and the product of the roots is equal to c when you divide the whole thing by a. So we can use the identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b here, and it becomes 7 by 2 whole square minus d square equal to 10. So to find minus d square, we can transpose the 7 by 2 whole square, and it becomes minus of square is 10 minus 7 by 2 whole square. So let us find the value of this. So you get the value as d square is equal to 2.5, as minus d square is equal to minus 2.25, d square is equal to 2.25. So d is equal to plus or minus square root of 2.25. So square root of 2.25 is 1.5. So plus 1.5 or minus 1.5. So these are the two values of d. So after we know the values of d, we can substitute here to get our two. So 7 by 2 plus 1.5 or 7 by 2 minus 1.5. Let us find the values. So erasing this part. So we put 7 by 2 plus 1.5, which is one of the roots. So the answer we will get here is 5. And other one will be 7 by 2 minus 1.5. The answer here we will get is 2. So the two answers for this equation is 5 or 2. So this is your answer. So here we have another question which we will do using the mean of this roots method. So let us get it in our standard form. So here, as you know, there is a square root. So we will square both sides of the equation. So 2 root x whole squared is equal to 12x plus 10 whole squared. So 2 root x squared, it will become 4x, and 12x plus 10 whole squared, so a plus b whole squared is a square, so 144x squared plus b squared, which is 100, plus 2 into a, which is, so to 2ab, which is 24x into 10. So 2 into 12 is 24, 10, so it will become 240x. So now we can transpose the 4x this side and it becomes 0 is equal to 144x squared plus 100 plus 236x. So we can just take the 0 the other side and we get it in our standard form. 144x squared plus 100 plus 236x is equal to 0. What we do is divide the whole equation by 144. So divide 100 by 144, divide 236x by 144. So now we get it in our form as x squared plus 236x by 144, 36x by 144 plus 100 by 144. So now b is equal to 36 by 144. So what we do is we take the minus of b and divide by 2. So this case we will take minus 236 divided by 144 in the minus 236 by 2 into 144. So it's equal to minus 0.819 for recurring. So we can just keep it approximately as, take out this, we can approximately keep it as minus 0.8194. So the two roots will be minus 0.8194 plus d into minus 0.8194 minus d. So these two will be our two roots. So now use a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b, and we take it as 0.8194 whole squared minus b squared is equal to, and this value will be equal to 100 by 144. So is equal to 100 by 144. So now what we do is we transpose the 0.8194 square to the other side. Becomes minus d square is 100 by 144 minus 0.8194 squared. Then we can take the square root here and it becomes d minus d equal to square root of 100 by 140, 0.8194 squared. Let us calculate, evaluate, and it becomes minus d is equal to 0.023. 0.023 it is approximately, so d is approximately equal to minus of 0.023. So next we find out our values. The two roots will be minus 0.8194 minus 0.02 and minus 0.8194 plus 0.02. So these two will be the two roots. So let us evaluate the calculator and find the. So this is approximately equal to minus 0.844 and the next one is approximately minus 0.7964. These two will be our two for this. So the next one is completing the square. So what we do is we write the equation in the standard form and divide the whole equation by a, like the last time, and transport this part to the other side and then take the coefficient of x, which is b by a. So take this coefficient, half it and square it. So what you're doing by halving it and squaring it is make it suitable for the expression. So what you're doing by halving it and squaring the coefficient is you are making it suitable for the identity a plus b whole squared or a minus b whole squared identity. You are making it suitable for these identities. So take that number and half it and square it, then you should add it on both sides. So you should take the coefficient of x, which is b by a, you should half it and then square it, add it on both sides of the equation, and then you can use the a plus b whole square or the a minus b whole square identity and take square roots on both sides and you can find the values. So here x square is equal to 7x minus 4. So let's get it in the standard form. It becomes x square minus 7x plus 4 is equal to 0. So divide the whole equation by 2, becomes 7. 4 by 2 is nothing. So we should transpose the 2 to the other side. It becomes x square minus 7x by 2 equal to minus 2. Now we take the 7 by 2, minus 7 by 2, half it. Minus 7 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 7 by 4. Minus 7 by 4, so minus 7 by 4 we get. And we should square it. Minus 7 by 4 squared. So after we get this number, we should add it on both sides of the equation. So you get x squared plus minus 7 by squared. So because we are squaring, the minus sign doesn't matter, so we can just take it off. Minus 7 by 4 squared minus 7x by equal to minus plus 7 by 4 squared. So here we get the a minus b identity. A square plus b square minus 2ab. X is a, 7 by 4 b, get the identity, and you can rewrite it as x minus 7 by 4 whole squared equal to minus 2 plus 49 by 16. So 7 square 49, 4 square 16. So minus 2 plus 49 by 16. Let's find the value of that. So this will be equal to 30. Sorry, cancel. So this will be equal to 13 by 16. We can take this out and it becomes plus 13 by 16. So we take square root on both sides. It becomes x minus 7 by 4 equal to square root of 13 by 16. Here it is plus or minus square root. So x is equal to plus 13 by 16 minus 7 by 4. Sorry, plus 7 by 4. X is equal to plus 13 by 16 plus 7 by 4. Sorry, square root of 13 by 16 plus 7 by 4, or x is equal to minus square root of 13 by 16 plus 7 by 4. So these are the two values, and let us find out the value calculator. So this is approximately equal to 0.651, and this one will be approximately, this is approximately equal to 0.848. So these are our two for this equation. So next we have one more question. So let us get it into the standard form. So it becomes x plus root 7 plus x minus 6. So 7 minus 6, 1. So write it as 1 plus 3x. So now let's square both sides of the equation and it plus 2. 1 plus 3x squared. 1 plus x plus 2. 1 plus 3x whole squared. We can rewrite it as 1 plus 9x squared plus 6x. Now if we get it in standard form, it x squared plus 5x minus 1. So let's divide the whole by 9, by x by 9 and 1 by 9 by 9. So next, let us transpose the minus 1 by 9 to the other side. It becomes squared plus 5x by 9 is 1 by 9. We take 5 by 9 in the denominator, so it becomes, we half it, becomes 5 by 18, square it. And we add it to both sides of the equation, x squared plus 5 by 8 plus 5x by 9 is 1 by 9 plus 5 by 1 by 9 plus 5 by 18 whole squared. We can combine this and rewrite it using the identity as x plus 5 by 18 squared equal to 1 by 9 5 by 18 squared. So next we take the values and get x plus 5 by 18 whole squared equal to 1 by 9. We get 25 by 324. So we take square root on both sides and it becomes x plus 5 by 18 square root of, so this plus this is 1 by 9 plus 25 by 3. Square root of 61 by 324 approximately equal to 4.3. 4.34 is approximately equal to, so then we can write it as, so as here we take plus or minus square root, it becomes plus 4.34 minus 5 by 18, or x is equal to minus 4.34 minus 5 by 18. So approximately equal to 4.062 recurring, and this other x is approximately equal to minus 4.617 recurring. These two are the two roots of the. So you can use graphs to find out the values of the x in the equation. So you can use graphs also to find out the roots of the equation. So here 7x square plus 3x minus 9. So this is the graph of y is equal to 7x square plus 3x minus 9. So if we take an equation where the standard form is 7x square plus 3x minus 9 is equal to 0, then the two roots of the equation will be this 0.94 and minus 1.368. So these two will be the two roots of the equation. You can use many graphing calculators to find this out. For this one, I used a graphing calculator called Desmos. So here are some questions to solve, and let me know in the comment section what your answers are for each of the question 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video and share this video to more people so that more videos like this can come and more people can get access to content like this. Thank you.
Thank you everybody for watching our video, and please subscribe to get more videos like this, and you can press the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video releases. Thank you.